Hey guys, it's Thomas. Today's video is going to be kind of different. I needed to make this video, and I'm not going to be wearing any makeup. This video is based around our appearance and just that in general. I don't want to be wearing any makeup in this video. On Snapchat, I went on this kind of rant type of thing, or event, or something like that on my Snapchat, and it was about, you know, loving yourself. And I wasn't going to make this video because I honestly don't 100% feel comfortable with my skin and sharing it to the world, but everyone has problem skin and it's just something you're gonna have to get over. I need to make this. I want to make this. I want it to be on my channel. I want it to be said. I want people to see this. And it's going to be about loving yourself. And I feel like there's this huge misconception with makeup. And I mean, I can understand why some people will think what they think, but with makeup, with me personally, my opinion on makeup is you need to love yourself first without makeup. You need to love yourself without all the clothes, without all the makeup, without all the full glam or anything like that. You need to love what you see then, not when you have it all on. It's okay to love yourself with all that stuff on, but it's kind of mentally exhausting to do all that, get all dressed up and all full glam and all that stuff, and then when you take it all off, you hate what you see. That's exhausting, and it's kind of, it makes you sad. It makes you sad more than anything, and I struggled with it for a long time. I truly 100% believe you need to love yourself without it, and then be all up in it. You know what I mean? Anyways, with the whole loving yourself thing, it's something I've struggled with really, really hard growing up with clinical depression and major anxiety, social anxiety. I have horrible anxiety. It is something I have to deal with. It was hard loving myself because, and I'm going to try not to get emotional here, it's not about that. I was really bullied. Everyone's bullied at least once, but I was bullied. I was pretty bullied. It was kind of like every single day I would go home crying and stuff like that. And I was always called fat. I was always made fun of for my sexuality. Back then I said I was straight. I was lying, obviously. It was something that I did. I lied, and I hated myself. I hated myself for being gay. I hated myself for how I looked. I hated myself because no one would want to be my friend. I never really had some strong core friends because anyone that ever actually hung out with me was more someone who would either use me or just only do it for the ride or for whatever I can offer them. And it's like, it's kind of like a two-way street. Anyways, so growing up I didn't have any friends really at all, and I was kind of like the loser, and I was overweight, and I was gay, but I was closeted. I always hated myself, and I dealt with a lot of things. I deal with depression. I still deal with it. It is a mental illness, and a lot of people deal with depression, and I'm one of the unlucky ones, I guess. And it's not something I can control really. It's a mental illness, and if you don't know what depression is, if you don't know what clinical, chronic, any of the types of depression there is, I suggest you look it up before you speak on it. Please don't speak on someone else's mental illness if you don't actually know what it is. And I had anxiety, I had social anxiety. I still don't really have any social skills besides what I put on the internet and on social media. And a lot of the times the only person if I'm talking to anyone, it's usually you guys. It's usually me on Twitter, me on Instagram, any of that. It's usually that. And you know, I've learned to accept that, you know, some people just don't want to be my friends, and I've learned to accept that if people can appreciate you, then they're not worth it. A lot of people need to realize that you don't have to be anything for anybody. You only have to be what you want to be. And it took me a long time to realize that. Growing up, I always tried to be something I wasn't. I was always trying to figure out who I was. And well, I knew who I was, but I was hiding it. I was suppressing it. It was something that I would cry about. It was something I would hurt myself over. And And I'm still struggling with the whole loving yourself thing. And I know a lot of people are. A lot of people struggle with it. Even the people who say they love themselves deal with things, just they deal with it. Everyone does, because it's hard. We're our biggest critic. But eventually I've learned to accept that I'm gay, that I look the way that I look, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with who I am, so to speak. I mean, there's still some, I wish I wouldn't get acne, and I wish there's some things I wish I could change about myself, but we all have that. We all think that. But you have to learn to love your flaws because they are a part of you as a person. If no one else loves you, you need to love you. RuPaul says it perfectly. He says, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? And I 100% believe that. Like, if you can't learn to love yourself, you don't know how to feel it, if that makes sense. And no one can fix you. No other person can fix you, can make you love yourself. None of that. That's not the case. That's not what anyone can do. No one can do that. It's all up to you. Learning to say, okay, I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of hating myself. I'm tired of worrying about what other people have to say about me. I want to be who I want to be. I want to love myself. I want to be happy. It is up to you to realize that and do it. No one else can do it for you but you. I'm learning too. I still learn. I'm only 18. I've only lived 18 years. Maybe not the best 18 years of my life, but it's going to get better. I still have a whole world to explore. And people my age need to realize that as well. It's only the beginning of your life. Whatever someone else is doing should not affect you, because it's your life, honey. It's your life. Get your life. Live it. Okay? Back to the whole makeup thing, because I need to address that. People think people who wear makeup are insecure. And I just want to touch on that real fast. I wore makeup because I was insecure. I started wearing makeup putting it on myself because I wanted to look better. And at the time I didn't exactly 100% love myself. And that was the case for me. I didn't like how I looked, so I wanted to change it with makeup. Fast forward to now, I have learned that makeup enhances, keyword enhances, the beauty that is already lying underneath. Let me say that one more time. Makeup enhances the beauty that lies underneath. Makeup can't change your facial features. Makeup can't change your facial features. It can't change anything. All it can do is enhance what's already there. You got cheekbones, girl. If you sculpt them, they're gonna pop. They're gonna look more prominent than they would when there isn't contour there. That's the point of makeup, okay? It is literally just enhancing the features that are already there. If you have a wider nose and you want to slim it, you can put a shadow there. It's just powder or cream contour. It's nothing else. It doesn't mean you don't love your nose. Your nose helps you breathe. So there's nothing wrong with loving yourself with makeup on and loving yourself without makeup on. It doesn't, just because you put on makeup doesn't mean you don't love what's underneath. It's fun. Makeup is fun. It's just an enhancement. It's just to be like, hey, I got smooth skin. I got clear skin. And nobody has clear skin. No one has airbrush skin normally. It is not like that. No one has that. Nobody. No one. No one has that, okay? No one has it. It is literally just for vanity reasons. Just for vanity reasons. The outside, this face right here, this body, it is all appearance. It is all appearance. Makeup, plastic surgery, any of that, clothes, none of that. It does not define who you are as a person. It does not. No. I don't want people to realize that. I truly believe before you even dare to start putting on makeup or anything like that, love yourself first. Love yourself first. Makeup is fun. It's not there to cover up your insecurities or what you don't like, or I mean, it's there to create art and show another form of expression. That's all it is. It is only there to enhance what's already there, honey. So, I want you to love yourself first before you put on makeup, because makeup is awesome and it is so fun and there's so many things you can do with it, but I don't want you to wipe it off and then hate what you see when you look at yourself in the mirror when it's wiped off, because that's not a healthy way to live. It is not. And it can really just pick at your brain and make you really sad. And I want you to be okay with who you are and love yourself. It can be a lonely, lonely world. And if no one's gonna love you, you better love you. Be your best friend. Don't be your biggest critic, be your best friend. It's just an unhealthy way to live when you rely solely on other people for your happiness. It is not a healthy way to live. What I did is I would stare in the mirror and I would say, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. I always say that 10 times. Or when I was having an anxiety attack or a panic attack, I would breathe in and then breathe out. I would compliment myself every time I breathed out. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover. I didn't even mention I have blue hair now, purple and blue hair now. So guys, makeup, clothes, all that stuff, it doesn't last. Your youth doesn't last. We all die. Maybe that was too real for you, but we all die. Live the life you want to live. Be happy, because tomorrow could be dead, boo-boo. So be happy, do what you want to do, love who you want to love, look how you want to look, be who you want to be, because you got one life, honey. One life. Spread love, not hate. Love yourself, love others, be okay with others, be open to others. It is a beautiful world we live in. Embrace it. Embrace the world. And this was probably like kind of a really rambly video, and probably didn't make any sense, probably was all over the place, and it was probably way too long, but I needed to say it, I needed it on my channel, I needed all that word vomit everywhere. But that's the end of this video, guys. My next video is either going to be a skincare video, or it's going to be a tutorial, or it's going to be June favorites. I don't know. What do you want? Comment below. Let me know. What do you want? Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching, and please go follow me on all my other social media. Twitter, @ThomasBeauty with 2 I's. Instagram, Thomas Halbert. Snapchat, senorhalbert. And go check out my website, thomasbeauty.co. I'll have all the links in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you this much. I love you. But yeah, bye.